I thought my baby was acting strange recently, so I thought maybe a baby monitor might help calm my nerves. I didn't expect it to be my worst nightmare. "I think this will help us both sleep better," my husband John said as I pulled the camera out of its packaging. I placed the camera on his bedside, pointing it directly at the crib, and brought the monitor into my room so I could check on him from my bed. I fell asleep watching the black and white video feed of our beautiful son, gracefully sleeping with his face in a puddle full of drool and his butt in the air, unknowing of the horrifying reality that waited me. Thump! I jolted awake. I grabbed the monitor. It featured James sleeping peacefully, butt still in the air, and now an even bigger puddle of drool. I smiled, rolled over, and fell back into a deep sleep. The next night, as John and I were getting ready for bed, I asked him about it. "Last night I heard a weird sound from James's room." "Oh no, you don't think we have mice again?" "Oh, I didn't even think about that." I turned to him. "Maybe I should sleep in there tonight, just in case. I don't want mice getting into the crib." "You have the monitor." "But maybe if I was right there." He frowned. "Come on, Carrie. He is over a year old. He needs his own room. The monitor is to help you work through this." I glared at him. "Work through what?" "The anxiety." "Anxiety? Is that what you call being concerned for our child's well-being?" "I didn't mean it like, 'Good night,'" I said sharply and pulled the covers over me. I woke up again at 3:21 a.m. Instinctively, I reached for the baby monitor. The blue light blinded me in the darkness. I waited for my eyes to adjust. There was my little man, facing away from the camera, little tufts of hair sticking up in each way, sleeping peacefully. I sat it back down on the nightstand and closed my eyes. Click. My eyes flew open. James was facing towards me now. Eyes closed peacefully, puffy little cheeks squished against the mattress. "Just go to sleep. He's fine. Stop checking on him," I said to myself. Maybe John has a point. I forced my eyes closed. "He's fine." The fog of sleep filled my mind, melting my thoughts into a dreamy nonsense. "He's fine. Fine, fine, fine. Thump. He's fine. Don't check on him. Just go to sleep." I kept repeating to myself. And then an outcry came through the wall, and then through the monitor a second later, and my eyes flew open. James was in the same position. Despite the cries coming from the nursery, his mouth was closed. What the hell? I leapt out of bed and stumbled across the hall. I grabbed the doorknob and yanked it open, running blindly into the room. James was laying in the crib, crying his lungs out, and a dark figure was leaning over him. "Get away from him!" I ran to the crib. The dark figure darted across the room, and in an instant it slipped out the window. I grabbed James out of the crib and held him tight against my chest. "James? James? Are you okay? Carrie?" John came stumbling into the room. "Call the police!" I shouted. Someone was in here, as I held James tight against me, but something caught my eye. The baby monitor camera. Its red light blinking in the darkness. There was something propped up in front of it, a piece of paper. I reached out and turned it over. It was a photo of James sleeping peacefully in his crib.